Hello everybody and welcome back to France as we try to figure out what's going on with this coalition here. So the AI is very angry with us, very angry with us. I don't think there's anyone that's in it currently that we can just like ask to leave pretty much. Butter up enough for them to leave. Yeah. Brunswick? No. Just look at these numbers here. They're just massively negative. Of course, a lot of these people are people that we've actually attacked in the past, so. Huh. What's your liberty desire down here? 26%. Not high enough. Probably should be accepting those just because it makes them a little happy when we accept them, I think. There's no reason, and it makes them unhappy when we don't, so there's no reason to do that to them. Potamus, again, did that reset down to 0 or is that still pretty high? No, that's super low. Okay, cool. Let's get out of here. Let's check the no unrest in these areas. Nice. There should be some unrest here, but you know it is to be expected. There's separatism, intolerance, stuff like that. This is all Catholic. This is going to be Catholic. In fact, you're actually culture converting this. That's awesome. Thank you, Vat. Thank you, Colonial Nation. You're awesome. We are working on French Australia. I think we want to get like 5 provinces here, get the Australia formed, then we want to kind of trickle over here, and onto New Zealand, which will get then from there the AI colonial nation should be able to take over. Then I think we double back to Africa. We need to lock up this Cape. We need to lock up the Cape. We need to get this last province down here as well. It's kind of the last province that's even available in the Western African Charter. That's where the Brandenburg is here and Prussia's here. I think that's kind of interesting. So it's saying that Russia is not, it's not worth it to us to embargo them, but I don't know. We're rival to the only 2 people we can rival. We're probably by far the most powerful nation in the world, like landslide. In a landslide, the most powerful nation in the world, so. Yeah, I mean, just look at these numbers here, and we're pretty savvy because we're the French militarily. Waiting 3 years until we can get these technologies. It would be nice to work on another idea group. We didn't get to spend any admin points. We didn't actually give ourselves our own little base here, which is kind of unfortunate. Well, can we build a troop here? Okay, I guess we can. Interesting. Wasn't sure if you could build regular troops in your vassals thing or not. Wasn't sure about that. And okay, this admin cap is just nuts. We have no inflation. That's one of the things you can do with admin is inflation thing. Okay, we need to get this going. Oh, of course, now they're not happy enough for us to integrate them. We got to go back here and make them happy again. It's just, we will not forget that though. We also need to. Do we not have any reasons to go to war with Portugal? That could be a problem. We don't. We don't. We need to build the spy network here. Because I think Portugal is kind of where we're going with this. We're going to attack here. And take this guy. Hopefully before the Portuguese liberate it all back to them. And yeah. We need to continue to develop. Twenty development province is sort of like a magic number. Later in the game, there's some things that'll happen. If we can get to 20 development on the provinces. Let's start thinking about that. This guy's half cost, but we need to get him upgraded. We didn't even have a better military advisor here in terms of one that would actually help us with combat. This guy's just giving us a little bit of a discount here. Yep, and these guys are upset with us. It would be nice to get that diplomatic power too, but we're gonna have to wait till this kicks in, I think. 3 more years. Portugal, are they there? I think Portugal is just not going to join. Actually loves it. A lot of these nations actually like us. We're just so powerful that I think even though there's a lot of aggressive expansion going around, they still just kind of like us. Yeah, in fact, Trier doesn't even have enough aggressive expansion to be to feel that way, to feel the way that they do with us, but they're going to be in the coalition until we can get them to plus 50, which is going to be a while. It's especially because, you know, we're not the same religion anymore either. I'm still really hoping to see somebody other than Austria getting the emperorship. It'd be great if Brandenburg got it, but they're just not playing the game. The Protestants are splitting their votes between Mainz and Brandenburg. That's not smart. Got it. Not smart. Okay. And all these guys are so great. But I think we do need to... some of these people need to get the boot. Okay, you guys are actively exploring, okay. I mean, look, we're actually kicking out this guy. That's crazy to me. But the siege is really, really nice. Having that extra siege, like 5 pips of siege, is just nuts. So I don't want to get rid of someone that's a super sieger. We have plenty of super fighters. Keep the super siegers as well. These troops are going to come back and finish up. In fact, actually, we could just get them all in Paris. Drilling. Or we could actually have them drilling over here. We have 20,000, 22,000 there too. Yeah, I think we do need to work on our drilling. 70% army professionals. Let's keep that going. Keep that going. Okay, we can finally start this. Jeez, we've been wanting to do this for 100 years. 7 a month. We're gaining 13. That'll be fine. But that is going to cut our total net quite a bit. How long is this going to take? 11 years. Cool. Religiously, you guys are Catholic, right? Yep, nice and stable. Novgorod, they are working on converting this. Unfortunately, we can't really help them, if only because we probably want 40,000 troops up here. Is there actually a province that has enough supply limit to support 40,000 troops? No. That's okay. We'll just split them up. Do we even have unrest down here at all anymore? Yeah, we have that annoying +3 national unrest, don't we? That's hurting us. That's massively hurting us. Otherwise, this would be a cool -5, but... well, no, it'd be a 6 swing. It'd be -8. That's huge. We actually kind of need our dude to just die, but... we have a modifier right now that is preventing us from getting an heir. Okay. Nah, I don't know how this works. A 626 is really nice. Catholic Reform Desire is completely insignificant. A weak. This legitimacy is really important in terms of diplomatic relations, but I mean it'll be trending upwards, but a weak heir is not good. Not good here. That's a decent heir. Eh. French culture. Because the religion is Catholic, I don't understand what the Pope's all upset about. Okay, so this diplomat's gonna be tied up for a minute here. Fantastic, these guys are going to attack here. And have we had more Diplo? If we had plenty of Diplo, I'd say we could culture convert these, and then I think this would stop, but it is what it is. What does it say about the province? Can we learn something actually by reading this? Okay, the Netherlands considers it a core, and the core will slip far enough from their grip that they will lose the core province in literally 150 years. I'm just wondering if culture converting it actually like strips them of the core or not. Don't know. The Netherlands are just proving to be incredibly annoying. I don't know how these areas here... See, the claims on these have ran out, but this core is going to be here for a minute. So is it just going to be that till the end of those little fancy little events till the end of the game? I don't know. Or is it just the separatists? Is it literally just because they're separatists? Which actually is starting to get high enough that it could be a problem at any moment. We also have Gotland about to do Gotland things. Can't drill in provinces we don't own, huh? That's a bummer. We could do the trick for Gotland. If you think about it, we're not going to do anything with that state, I don't think. I don't think so. Okay, so Portugal. Who's getting beat up down here? Morocco's getting beat up by Granada. Who are you fighting against, Granada? Or Morocco's fighting against Granada. It's Tunis and Granada, but they're in 2 wars. Okay. I think that I'm looking forward to the time that like Granada declares on Castile and calls in like Tunis, the Mamluks, and Ottomans. That's going to be incredible. Just keep that. Just please keep the Ottomans happy. Oh, Portugal did it. They got all this back. They've really doubled down. Oh no. That's kind of a huge waste of... That's fine. Let's go to Mexico. That's fine. We're going to Mexico. Yeah, actually, why haven't we already done this? Speaking of which, we care about Sweden, dude. Once that royal marriage breaks with Sweden, we don't care. You know what? Disputed successions. Castile. Whoa. 15 years old, though. Probably not going to die. Yeah, they're not even going to exist in a second. Actually, please tell me you have a claim. What are you doing down here, Mexico? Come on, let's go. Strategic. Like, let's go. Did we solve a claim on the Aztecs? We get down here and start beating some people up. Scotland's going away, but we have to leave our troops there to do that. I'm almost kind of tempted to harsh treatment here. Then we could start drilling and probably never worry about it. Let's get a good leader down here. Yeah, it'll be good enough. I don't think there's any reason why we can't win this fight. So let's go here. We need to switch these people to sleep. Siege. Sleep. Actually, for Novgorod. All of our colonial nations need to be, like, full aggressive here. And honestly, yeah, I think we do a little bit of carpet sieging. We do a little bit of carpet sieging. So we're not worried about them. In fact, once that's converted, I think that's going to be a non. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Separatists actually popping up there. That's kind of nice. We'll try to leave those guys alone. It wouldn't be bad to actually have some boats down here. Speaking of boats. More light ships. More light ships. I don't think we're even up to our force limit. Like with actual just standing army. It's crazy. Be careful there. Whoa, the Aztecs are not looking too hot right now. Now, ideally, whoa, watch your movement there, French Mexico. Watch your movement here. This is a touch and go. This is touch and go. It's touch and go. Yeah, be careful. We don't want to mess with any of this. We'd rather have the separatists probably pop. We'd probably rather these nations actually pop up. Still 2 years ahead of time on. Yeah, that was not smart. Mexico, that was not smart. The funny thing is that actually gives us a reason to go to war with Portugal, by the way. Them taking this land because we have a claim on it, so we can actually go to war with them right now for that. But see, colonization, right? We can do colonizing with the war goal of Trinidad in North America. Trinidad. It's technically part of the Caribbean, isn't it? It is. But we would only be able to get Trinidad on the cheap. If we actually, if we can get Mexico really big and strong, we can actually have them doing colonial wars down here, which would be pretty great. Which I think doesn't call in the overlords. Pretty snazzy. Oh, don't walk into me here, please. Come on. Go siege down this and be happy about it. Yeah, we got some dudes that think they're funny moving and grooving over here. The Dutch and the Russians. But actually, the Orthodox is no longer a thing, somehow. That'll probably kick back up when Novgorod keeps trying to convert. But it's cool that it's not in the list right now. Is this over in Africa? Huh. It's Catholic, but we're getting... Why are we getting separatism on something that we colonized? That we colonized? I'm not sure what's going on there. But that's a non-issue. At 0.1, that's not going to be a thing. For some reason, we lost that -3 national unrest effect, which is cool. Russia is definitely going to be a thing with 29,000. We're ready for that. Scotland's not a thing. 2 months, that will be gone. So from what I can see, we can actually move these 22,000 are now free to move. So let's wait 2 months for Gotland. Let's get these guys over to Russia. Or get them to Danzig, maybe. And then we'll pick up the guys in Africa and have them doing something more useful. Once the siege is over, it'll be 100%. It'll be done. Okay. Mexico, here we go. And we're gonna have to help them with this, you know. It's not gonna be a cakewalk for them. It'd be kind of funny to split the Aztecs here. Oh, okay. That makes me actually kind of wonder, do we keep going? Do we keep giving them stuff? Maybe we give him this province here. We give him this province and this one. Queen Regency. Okay. Unfortunately, that is absolutely horrid. That is disgustingly horrid. The other bad thing, actually, is, yeah, the queen could die. We're in a tricky situation here. We have an heir with a weak claim. Kind of in a tricky situation. We don't need to do that there, buddy. Okay, let's get out of the war before we do that. Totally unnecessary. I think our vassal's gonna be just fine with this. Let's not, you know, we don't have to take all of it. We'll kind of ease into it here. Yeah, you don't need to siege that, man. Let's go. Let the rebels do their job. Although those rebels might try to come over here. into our area, I'm not sure. We'll have the troops down there ready to go, it'll be fine. Gotland. Let's grab you guys, and... No, you don't go up to Russia. Drop them off in Russia. It's true, we won't really be able to, Man, I'm tempted just to get rid of this. By harsh treatment, right? Harsh treatment. I don't know if we've even talked about that. Sorry, guys. We hit harsh treatment here. If we go into handle them, hit harsh treatment, it's going to reduce the uprising progress by 30%. So this is going to go down to 50%. And, you know, with the idea that that's going to be long enough, it's going to prolong it into the future long enough that it maybe will never happen. Maybe it'll just fizzle on its own. It's just kind of annoying here that we're not going to be able to drill down over here. And Russian separatists, we have to have a strong force over here, because they will be popping up. Yeah, there's just so much intolerance. They're doing a good job at converting this stuff, actually. Novgorod, what are your ideas looking like? Religious ideas, booyah. Let's go. Booyah, booyah. Okay. Like, I'd like to drill here, but again, if we don't pay attention to this, yeah, it'd be kind of annoying. I really would like to drill there. Let's get the royal marriage going. Oh, we have those troops sitting there. They're chilling. Let's go grab these. Let's go pick these guys up. Okay, you guys are chilling. That's fine. We need to be drilling. We do need to be drilling. Our legitimacy is already going to get tanked. Let's just grab that royal marriage. Of course, these guys aren't going to exist in a few years, but let's grab that anyways. Let's get a claim on, like, heck, I'm tempted to just grab it on Lisbon. Lisboa. The aggressive expansion would just be too much. Be too much. I mean, we'd be better off taking something down here, probably. I don't know, Garb or something. I don't know. I don't know what we'd probably actually want to take stuff here, but I don't think we need to. We don't need to, like, get a claim on this land. We can just take it, you know what I mean? And taking something like this would just be cheap regardless. It's not even going to let us get a claim on that anyways. They've moved the capital back to there? They're just swinging their capital around, huh? The 10 development province. Although if we take Lisbon, it would hurt them the most. Screw it. We're the French. We don't back down. Okay, we can get this last point, but we're also going to be coming up on tech. I don't know, there's no rush to get that done immediately. What's our economy look like? Pretty strong. We have colonists, they're working. It's good. Really excited for when this ends. How are you doing with the coring? Nice, it looks like this nation is coring every... Stellar. And there's going to be a bit... Look at the uprising here. It's going to be pretty insignificant. The development's so low. Kind of cool. Alright, we're just kind of chilling here. This coalition, I mean, it's just kind of here. I don't know. Portugal is probably the best way to attack into that. The Papal State will join, though. There's nothing we're going to be able to do about that. The Papal State, huh? The only thing we're getting from the Papal State Alliance is a chance at the carry controller, which we've only gotten once or twice. It's just a luck-based system. What we could do is if we had 40,000 troops down here, we could just stack wipe the Papal State right here. Just boom, bada, bing. Boom, bada, bing. Take back the land that is actually rightfully ours. I think the alliance with the Papal State is coming to an end here, guys. The alliance with Sweden is coming to an end. Who can we ally sort of instead, maybe? Poland would be semi-interesting. I mean, what does Poland look like on the world scale here? 8th. Okay, about similar, you know, it's comparing Austria and Poland, actually. Poland might be a decent alliance here. They don't have a very good alliance network, but if we were part of that alliance network, then they would certainly not be able to do anything. Russia's weak enough, actually, that they're probably not going to beat up. Yeah, they're probably not going to be beating up Lithuania anytime soon. Ottomans don't look... Ottomans aren't weak, but they don't look scary either. They are scary. The Ottomans are always, like, somewhat scary, though. I wonder if we attack Castile. This is actually incredible. What would we not get for these two? I don't know. This is actually attacking Castile seems like a no-brainer. Every single one of our allies would join. Oh, but wait. Oh, duh. Castile's part of the coalition. This would have been amazing if we had done this before the coalition. Look at this war that we'd be creating here. Holy cow. If you take all of these people out of here, that's an amazingly clean war right there. That is a clean war. We hold the choke point here. None of these nations can do anything. We have these 22,000 here, you know, doing work up here. Yeah, that's a clean war. That's a clean war. If it wasn't for the coalition, I don't think there's any way we're going to be able to get them out of the coalition. That's why we're considering Portugal, because they're not in the coalition. So this would get them going. And we could call in Brandenburg. What does Brandenburg look like right now? Not that strong. Okay, we have to go pretty far down to find Brandenburg. We're looking at the Navy, that's probably why. $35,000, but they only have 21,000 trained. Come on, Brandenburg, what's going on here? You're big, but you're not powerful. Yeah, the funny thing is... No, that's not better. That's not any better. Portugal is our next war. Portugal is our next war. If all of our troops are here, then I don't think there's anything Portugal could do to us. I like having the 22,000 here, actually, now that I think about it. Bringing down ships to pick them up, but I like that. We have 25,000 here, which can take care of, you know, any sort of push up from here. Of course, we'd have Hungary. We'd have Brandenburg. It's decent, not great. Other than that, we probably just outnumber them, right? If we go to the actual, just the numbers here. Aragon, 42,000. 70,000 Castile, but again, they're not actually up to their actual force limits here. And then Portugal, 40,000. So at a peak, we're talking about 150,000 at a maximum. Oh, and then the Papal State, actually, where are you at? 38,000. But in reality, they all have about 30,000. It's about 120,000 troops. We would have 50,000 over in the New World, which means the rest of them, but we have 80,000 there. Yeah, I don't know. We'd have 100,000 here strong. We could bop. Let's build a fort here. Let's build a fort here. Let's hit this button, which is going to give us a higher force limit, actually, which we want right now. Let's train up 22,000 more troops. Okay, so that's going to give us a solid 100,000 in Europe. 100,000 in Europe, and then we'll have Brandenburg. Hungary and Brandenburg have to at least equal, you know, maybe Aragon and Papal State or something like that. And then it would just be us and Castile. Like, you know, it'd be sort of like, I think if we had 100,000 French troops here, we would we'd be doing pretty well. And we can forego these provinces here. We don't care. They're not worth anything. We'd also be dominant in these areas down here. And heck, maybe we actually just train a guy here to go and siege this. You know what I haven't thought about? I haven't considered the Portuguese. I haven't considered that any Europeans have actually come over here yet. Doesn't look like it. We actually got the Mamluks down here, which is kind of annoying, but I'm not seeing the Europeans making it across. Nice. And then for the most part, all of them are contained down here, right? We have this situation here, but who is attacking who? Okay. What would this be? A republic, huh? Minus 50 maximum absolutism? No. That's not going to happen. Okay. So I think we know what's going on here. I think we're going to have 100,000 strong down here taking care of this. The only thing that's kind of preventing us from doing anything right now is Russian separatists. Is mostly due to a lack of religious unity here. And also the Dutch. We need this to fire. Where did we say this was? Oh, yeah. That'll go away, won't it? That'll go away. I don't know why we're getting separatism there, but hey, you know. Is what it is. Everybody's willing to join the war, though. It just feels like... It kind of feels like we need to get the war... Oh, no, they're not. Sorry, it's only Brandenburg that's going to help us with this one. Close, though. We could actually get Sweden in there. We could get Sweden in there. All we'd have to do is Sweden. Let's do this really quick. Let's see if this builds... Okay, we can build our trust by 5 more points. Now if we attack, Sweden will join. Cool. So we sent favors to build trust. Man, this is tight, guys. This is tight. I'm tempted to say, if we go here, if we have a lot of favors, another thing we can do here is we can actually tell them prepare for war. We can actually tell these nations to prepare for war. We get a favor every year with these guys. Yeah. Let's do it. I don't want something to happen here. It's going to be a few months before we can actually attack Portugal, so I don't want anything to go awry here. Oh man, Portugal only has level 2 fort. Lisbon. Madrid, isn't that supposed to be your capital? They moved it to Toledo, huh? So here we're just going to have to siege. We're just going to have to siege these two, and then the floodgates will be opened. Honestly, I think it's actually going to be a complete stomp. I'm leaning towards, we have so much military power, I'm leaning towards getting rid of these guys here. And allowing us to start moving our troops. We also have a huge amount of army professionalism, which is great. I think if we can get 60,000 troops down here, we need to take a pause in the episode, but I think if we can get 60,000 troops down here, we could start the war. And once we start the war, then we'll have to maybe get these guys over too or something, so. The other thing to consider is, yeah, we don't need you guys to go down there to Africa anymore. Those African dudes have a mission, they have a job. Okay, we knew this was going to happen. We need to pay attention to that. Okay, alright, so we're going to take a pause here. Thanks everybody for watching another episode. I will see you guys in the next one.